Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dan in Korea. Today I'm going to talk about apps you need while traveling in Korea. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of videos already on this topic, but I just wanted to make one since I'm starting a new set of videos on my channel traveling around Korea, and I thought it would be useful for you guys to see this video first. So here are 5 apps you need while traveling in Korea. Number 1. Cacao Talk. I think you guys probably know this app already because it's such a famous app. It's basically a messenger app that Korean people use. Almost all people use Cacao Talk. But Cacao Talk is more than just a messenger app now because it has like so many different features. You can exchange gifts, you can actually pay with it. There's Cacao Bank, Cacao Map, Cacao Navigation. Like there are so many different features under Cacao now. Some restaurants or activities, they take inquiries and reservations through Cacao. Not only that, when you sign up for some apps or websites in Korea, you can actually sign up using your Cacao account. So it's very useful, it's very deeply rooted in our daily lives. And when you meet the locals and you want to make friends, they'll probably ask you like, what's your Cacao? This is linked to number 2, which is Cacao Metro. It's basically an app that helps you find your way around using the train and the subway. Let me show you how to use Cacao Metro first. So let's say you're going from Hongik University to, where are you going? I don't know, Yeouido. And then it shows you where to transfer, what time the train is arriving. Transfer at platform 7/3, so you know like where to transfer, like how many stops, how long it takes, how many minutes to walk like to your transfer. So basically have all your information, including the price. You can also check like the first train and the last train like this. So it's very convenient. And in Korea, like most of the time, almost all the time, the train and the subway is very on time, so it's gonna be very useful. Number 3 is also under Cacao, is Cacao Taxi. In Korea, we do have Uber, but Uber is very expensive. It's like the premium service, so most people just use Cacao Taxi. And at first, I thought you can't use it if you don't have a Korean number and if you're not living here. But one of my subscribers came to Korea and they were traveling here and they told me, you know, you can actually sign up even if you have a foreign number. You just can't pay with the app. You have to pay the driver yourself. Now let me show you how to use Cacao Taxi. So actually Cacao Taxi has a lot of features. You can call Cacao Taxi. The black is to call like premium taxis, so it's gonna be expensive. You can rent a bike and you can find like parking if you're driving, and you can call a driver if you like drink alcohol and you can't drive, so you can call a driver to take you home. Let me show you how to use the taxi part. You pin your location where you're starting from. Let's say Central Park Station, Incheon, and then you're going to Zanuck, my bar, like this, and then you'll have this screen. So general request is, you know, the normal taxi. Blue is also a normal taxi, but you pay extra like 1,000 or 2,000 won to like instantly get assigned to a taxi when it's really hard to find one. So try with general request first and then use blue when you can't find one. Okay. Venti is a big van, so if you're traveling in big numbers, or like if you have a lot of luggage. Black, I told you, is the expensive one. Click general request, select payment, and I have my credit cards like registered, but you guys can't because if you have a foreign number. So you can just select pay to the driver, apply, and then request, and then it will show you like when it's arriving, where it is. It'll show you the plate number so you know which taxi to get on. Also you can see like your route, so you know like he's going to the right place, because you know, I know as a foreigner, as a tourist, when you're traveling, you might worry that is the taxi driver going the right way. But with this app, you can see where your location is, and you can also notify like someone using Cacao, like you got on this certain taxi. So it's a nice feature. And number 4 is Nevermap. I absolutely love this app. So Naver is basically the Korean Google. When Korean people go onto the internet to search something, people use Naver more than Google because it's more like localized, like you have like local blogs. And compared to Google Map, Nevermap is more accurate when it comes to like local restaurants, and it's more up to date. I set mine in English for you guys to see. Let's say you're going from Hongdae Station and to Yoinaru. Yeah, let's go. Let's say we're going to this coffee shop. So there are different tabs. The first one is public transportation. It shows you how to get there. You can either select bus or subway, or what's the fastest way. It will show you like when the bus is arriving, how many minutes you have to walk, and there are other options, so you can choose one you like. Sometimes when you are on the bus, you don't know like where to get off because everything is in Korean. You can just check your location with the GPS where you are, and you can just press the bell when you think you're close to it. And also it shows you the route like by car if you want to like drive there, or if you want to take the taxi. It shows you how much it is roughly on the taxi, and you can walk or ride a bicycle. You can also pin a point on like the map, and then if you click search like restaurant, it shows you restaurants around there. I can search like cafe, and then it will show me all the cafes in the area, and you can just click one and see and check the reviews. You can see the pictures, you can see the reviews, and if you go to reviews and go to blogger reviews, this is like the Naver blogs. You can go into like one of these blogs and just see how it is in real life. It's in Korean, but the next step I'm gonna explain will help you use this app, like the reviews, even when you don't understand Korean. Number 5, papago. It was so useful when I was traveling in Japan. This app is basically a translation app. It's like Google Translate. You can type in like what you want to translate. You can use like the voice features. You can say like you go to a restaurant and you ask them to like speak to your phone and you can translate. But the feature I really liked was like the image feature. It was really useful. If there's a menu in Korean, you just take a picture of it, and then it will translate. It might not be like exact, it might not be like 100% correct, but you can basically get like the basic meanings of it. And I think it's really useful because not all the places will have an English menu. I used to think like if there's no English menu, like this is not convenient. But now that I have my own restaurant, and now that I traveled a lot of like different places, it's not easy for restaurants or any kind of places to prepare an English menu just for tourists. It might be a place, more like used by the locals. I mean, most places are used by the locals. They don't expect tourists to come like all the time unless it's like a touristic spot. It makes sense for them to only have a menu for the locals. Maybe they have one tourist coming every like 1,000 customers. To prepare like a new menu like in English is not easy for everyone. Maybe they're not good with English, and to print out everything or to prepare the menu and to update all the time, like if the menu changes, it's not easy. So just have that in mind when you go to a country or different country and you go to a restaurant. Even if they don't have the English menu, I think it's our job, our responsibility to try to understand the menu and try to use the restaurant in our own ways. And luckily we have apps like this, translation apps, which is very easy to use. So like I said, you can take a picture and translate, or I really like this one because they have a real-time translation. If there's a menu in Korean, you just take your camera to like this, and then it will like translate on the spot, so you can actually read the menu through your camera. So you can basically get the sense of what the menu is. Sometimes when the menus are written in, if it's like a handwriting, the app might not work, but it does work or up to like a certain extent. So those were the 5 basic apps I thought that it would be useful when you're traveling in Korea. I'm sure there are so many different apps that you might need when you're traveling here, but I just wanted to like show you guys the basics. I will try to recommend other apps when it comes up while I do my trip around Korea, and hope you guys look forward to my trip in Korea. It's already started actually. I recorded a few. It's gonna start from next week on my channel. Stay tuned and hope you get to travel and experience my country someday. Hope you all have a good day, good night, and thanks for watching again. I'll be back next week. Bye bye. I feel like at the end of the video I always do these little dances. Sometimes I edit it out, but anyway.